Yes, you read that right. Today we're talking about Miraculous. To enjoy the speed paint, why I talk about why Miraculous shouldn't have been for kids and what makes it kinda dumb. Disclaimer, I'm a huge Miraculous fan. I had a Miraculous themed birthday when I was 10 and I was over the moon. I watched movies and episodes on Miraculous, all of them. So don't take this video like I'm talking smack about your favorite show or whatever. Just take it as a light-hearted video. So grab your snack, get cozy, and let's begin! Why Miraculous isn't for kids? Okay, 1. Stalker behavior. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. Marinette Du Pan Chang. She doesn't quite get the concept of genuine love and care in my opinion. She's low-key a crazy stalker girl. Let me explain. So, Marinette spies on Adrian, she memorizes his routine, she knows everything about him, where he is and what time he'll be there. Now I don't know, I might be crazy, but that doesn't sound like a normal behavior to me. I know Marinette had some type of trauma with Kim, and she said that she won't ever fall in love with a guy until she knows everything about him first, which is understandable but doesn't excuse her psycho behavior. I could imagine how uncomfortable Adrian would have felt if he knew what was going on. Also, if he wasn't a white blonde guy. No offense to the white blonde boy subs. But I mean, look at Alia and Nino for example. Alia never stalked Nino, but they made such a good couple. They were honest, loyal, caring, and genuinely a good couple. Adrian and Marinette's relationship isn't really the healthiest, if you ask me, but hey, I'm not a relationship expert. Since we are on the topic of relationships, I just want to throw in there, just to let you know, they are 14-year-olds. I repeat, 14-year-olds. They just went through puberty and now she's head over heels in love, thinking about marriage and a hamster named Jeff. I don't think the entire world should revolve around Adrian. She's such a creative, talented and kind person. She's smart and she's super quick on her feet. But in my personal opinion, obsessing about love and boys is way beyond the years. I get it though, you're just discovering new things about yourself at this age, who you are, what you like, and who you like. But I feel there would be so much more character development if Marinette was not so boy-obsessive. Just imagine Marinette who's still clumsy, cute, creative, talented, but respectful, I repeat, respectful towards other people's spaces. And who has the ability to form genuine relationship even through struggles while teaching young kids valuable lessons about friendship while still keeping a magical touch to the series to entertain young kids. But I get that's My Little Pony's job. Anywho, I often watch Miraculous with my family and phew, let me tell you, they have a lot of opinions, which I totally get, so I'm gonna list a few. Number 2 would have been jealous behavior. Yeah, so Marinette doesn't exactly scream support a friend in my opinion. Although Chloé and Lila were both brats in the series, I do personally think that Marinette jumps to hate anyone who wants to be with Adrian or close to Adrian. She even called Kagami an ice queen in an offensive way when Adrian opened up about his feelings towards her. And when Adrian asked what should he do with Kagami on the ice rink, she just blankly said, you should let her fall. Like, who says that? I'm dying over here. Anyway, it's not really a good thing to promote to young kids. Number 3, Chloé's character development. I know this is random, but I'm just gonna throw it in there. I remember an episode where Chloé came out of a helicopter, telling everyone she's finally leaving Paris to go to New York, and everyone was celebrating. When Adrian came up, he was disappointed in the way his friends were acting, and I agree 100%. Like, we don't know what someone else is going through, and celebrating that they're gone is a horrible thing to do to someone. Immediately, Marinette changed her attitude after what Adrian said, but I don't know if it was her being genuine and having a heart, or it was some sort of character development, or it was just her wanting Adrian's approval. Either way, it's a good thing she changed her attitude. In essence, I feel like Chloé's character development is just being somewhat crushed by the writers. Chloé had such good qualities in her that shows in the earlier season, but becomes a total brat in the next season. When she was replaced by Zoe, did we really need Zoe as a character, or could we have given Chloé a chance to change? making her worthy of the Be Miraculous in the end. I would have loved to see that. A few good things Chloe did though include sacrificing herself in that episode Zombie Zoo for Ladybug, and there was an episode where she actually owns up to her mistakes and gives the Miraculous of the Bee back to Ladybug. I know Chloe has been horrible, but I can see she's trying, and I get it's difficult for her to get her mom's approval, and she makes others feel small because she's deeply hurt since she was a kid. Hurt people. It's kind of a situation. She didn't have a good role model, and maybe if she was able to form genuine friendship, she would have become a kinder person. But that's just my opinion though, you don't have to agree. Number 3. Powers. I personally think that Ladybug's lucky charm is overpowered. Now before you throw forks at me, let me explain. If you didn't know, Ladybug is supposed to represent luck, while the black cat is supposed to represent, well, bad luck. So Ladybug's lucky charm works every time because of luck, and defeats the villain almost instantly. After struggling with the villain after, 3 minutes, she just shouts, "Lucky charm!" And a trash bag with 2 pipes later, she's saying, "No more evil doing for you, little Kuma." Like, excuse me? Even when Hawkmoth possessed all of the Miraculouses, except for the Ladybug and Black Cat and the Bunny, she still managed to outsmart him, despite her young age and his old age. I also feel like Hawkmoth became overpowered when he possessed all the Miraculouses, but was just too dumb to see it. With the Rooster Miraculous, he could have made himself a healer and healed Emily, or he could have traveled through time with the Butterfly Miraculous, since he could grant any power to a person, and he could have fixed everything. But no, the writers said that they need more income, so they're not changing a thing. Also, isn't it kind of weird that the Rooster Miraculous and the Butterfly Miraculous can do the exact same thing? And now the Butterfly Miraculous can even grant other miraculous powers like the Lucky Charm from Antibug and the Cataclysm from Puppeteer. Honestly, I don't get the fuss about Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous being so important if it can easily be replicated by the Butterfly Miraculous. Okay, number 4, Cat Noir, the background character. Yeah, after season 2, I think Cat Noir stepped back into background character territory. I mean, everything this guy does is for Ladybug. He just follows her orders and doesn't have any ideas or plans of his own. No smarts whatsoever. He just lives in a shadow, like a Batman and Robin kind of situation. And I honestly think that he's just there to glaze Ladybug. I'm tired of seeing Cat Noir being mistreated like this, and I feel like there should have been more to his character. He just doesn't seem as helpful as he used to be in season 1 and 2. Like, why is the intro not about both Ladybug and Cat Noir? And why don't we get more scenes from Adrian's normal life too? I feel like they just shouldn't call it Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. If they should just call it Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and her classmates featuring Cat Noir. Not that important though. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Also, just remember, this is just my personal opinions. You don't have to agree with anything that I'm saying. This video was just made to spread my thoughts. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Ninja out. As always, thank you so much for my public subs and private subs. And thank you to my number 1 supporters. It's Mikia and Avocado Cat.